Has Babajan joined?
Sir, Babajan, sir.
Good morning. Shall we start now?
Okay, sir, start.
Let me invite our resource person.
Sir.
1 minute. Srinivas, sir.
Sir, start చేయమన్నాను సార్.
No, Srinivas sir వచ్చినారు.
హలో శ్రీనివాస్ సార్. అమలా మేడం.
ఎస్ సార్, చెప్పండి సార్.
Sir, HOD sir, please start your meeting, sir.
Yeah, sir. Am I audible now?
Yeah, sir. Audible, sir. Clear, sir.
Yeah. Can I start the session?
Yes, sir. Our HOD sir starts some introduction about you, sir.
That's fine.
Yes, okay, sir. Sir, say, sir, HOD sir. Sir, HOD sir. Sir, you please start, sir. Say, sir. Say, sir. Say, sir. So all the participants, please mute your audio and video, please, because the more respective audience or respective, please mute your audio and video. And don't present your screen, please. Sir, say, sir.
Hello.
Sir, you please start, sir.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sayyid Nas. Good morning, everyone. I am Sayyid Nasir Hussaini, convener and HOD Department of Humanities and Sciences, BIT, Hindupur. I welcome you all on behalf of our revered chairman, Dr. P. Chandra Mohan, our beloved principal, Dr. A. Ramesh, and entire BIT family to this two-day national level webinar on developing effective writing and speaking skills. So before we commence this session, I take privilege to introduce today's resource person. He is Dr. Y. Srinivaslu, a very young and passion-driven, inspiring teacher with 10 years of teaching experience at undergraduate and postgraduate levels in various reputed institutions. His areas of research encompass English language teaching, curriculum evaluation and business communication skills, and he completed his PhD on a title, A Critical Evaluation of Business Communication Course Components of MBA program in select universities of Andhra Pradesh from SK University at a very tender age. He has presented 9 papers in national and international workshops and conferences and got published 12 papers in UGC approved and international journals. He has successfully completed 2 projects and has organized several workshops on language development at various institutions. At present, he has been working as assistant professor of English at Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. Sir, I once again welcome you to this session and invite you to deliver your presentation. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your introduction. That was nice.
You're most welcome. Yes,
Hope
most
I'm
welcome.
audible to everyone, sir. Just let me check once again.
Yeah.
Since you're working from home, I don't need to turn on the video, and I should turn on the audio.
Yeah.
And I request all the participants just to maintain the online teaching and learning decorum by muting yourself, both the audio and camera. When I ask you, you have to turn on your camera. If not, just enjoy the lecture or the presentation. So, a very good morning once again to everyone. My warm greetings on a rainy day. Hindupur is, I know, it's a beautiful place, right? I request the administrator to mute everyone. So till I remind, that would be fine to not get my echo. So thanks for inviting me for this session. I just wanted to spend 1 hour time with you on giving some awareness or some ideas regarding the writing and speaking skills. Yeah, somebody is enjoying the screen by sharing. I request administrators once again, please take. In fact, I have to share the screen. Right. So, with all your permission, sir, I'll just get into the session. Right. I just want to make some ideas. I mean, provide you some ideas on writing and speaking. But today, I just wanted to go with the writing, and we'll see on speaking tomorrow. I have seen 105 participants. That's a pretty interesting and encouraging. Right. I heard about BIT Hindupur. That was really nice, and I heard about the students also. Right. So just enjoy the online session by having something at home. Right. Let me present you the PPT because it's already delayed. Yeah, sir, I'm sharing the screen. Is it visible now? If it is visible, only the administrators can respond orally and mute yourself, sir. That would
Sir,
be
not
kind.
still not visible, sir. Sir, it's not visible, sir. Just you try to
Yeah, it
once
takes
again.
time, probably, sir. It takes
Yes.
time.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, is it visible now?
Sir, wait, sir.
Very much.
Yeah, dear students, you can check yourself and respond to me. If it is visible, I'll go ahead with my stuff.
Yes, very much, sir. Please continue.
Yes. What can you see on the screen?
It's a tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger and man screen, no?
What can you see on the screen? Yeah, I think it is visible, right? Thanks for those who are texting. All right, let me go ahead. Yeah, this is how the students are fear of certain skills. Let us consider here the lion or whatever the animal is just a writing skill in the engineering or during engineering course program, and students are always ready to give your head to lion-like writing skills. It's just a symbolic representation that I just wanted to put you, show you that how we fear of writing skills, because writing skill is the most neglected skill in the entire Indian classrooms, right? Exclusively in the engineering classrooms, that is neglected in the sense students won't get much interest to work on writing skills, as well as writers sorry, teachers cannot get much attention from the students to teach these writing skills. So that's why today I just wanted to represent this picture to you. So now everybody who is not very good at writing skills have been ready to offer their head to a lion or any animal, just that will crush you and you will be dead, right? So I once again uh, welcome everybody, and really I'm so happy to join you today, and I should thank the organizers for giving this opportunity and inviting me for this session and to interact with all your beautiful students of BIT, right? That's good. So coming back to our actual work of the day is to know and have some awareness. I'm just repeating, it is an awareness session, and I'm sure you will learn some interesting things by the end of the session. So I was given a title like developing effective writing and speaking skills, right? So today I just wanted to discuss writing skills, how effectively we can improve or develop and enhance the skills, and tomorrow we'll see the speaking skills surely, right? So this is what would like to go ahead. Basically, it's quite simple. There is nothing to teach much. I heard that there were some faculty in this session. I invite them once again. Right, this session is a much focused on students. However, look at what we are going to do in the next 40 or 50 minutes. Right, we will be talking more about writing, basically why it is required and what actually the writing skill is and how we have to improve them, and some hard realities about the writing skills in our daily life. This is completely practical episode in the middle of the session, because we know how Indians speak English, how they are influenced by the mother tongue and even the other local languages. So that's why I just want to give you some hard realities and show you some practical things, and basically what we speak and what we write is not actually the writing of English. So however, it is fully accepted in the country like India. So we don't think that they are wrong, though they are wrong. That's why we call it incorrectly correct words, incorrectly correct phrases, incorrectly correct grammar is happening in India only. However, it's not our mother tongue, so since it's a second language, nothing to worry about that. Just go ahead. Right. So look, we'll see about speaking the same thing. Only thing is reality is known, right? For speaking skills, surely reality is known. For writing skills, and the reality is unknown, because we don't know, we don't think much while we are writing, particularly in the context of Indian engineering education. All right. Now I request all the participants. I think you have a piece of paper and a pen with you. Surely, I just want to give you 90 seconds. Right. It's an activity, and quickly, if you don't have any pen and paper, quickly grab a white sheet and also a pen. Those whoever available, because you have a nice prize in the end of the session. I will send a small gift to those who will do this activity quick or within 90 seconds. So that's why I just want to advise you, grab a piece of paper and pen quickly and get ready. I'm giving you 30 seconds, right? So let's take the positions. Oh, I have given 2 minutes. Don't worry. So not 90 seconds. However, those who will finish this small test within 90 seconds or within 2 minutes will have a very encouraging gift or a prize at the end of the session. So hope it is clear and audible to everyone. Yeah, any doubts in this small activity? I have given 30 seconds just to grab your stuff quickly. Right, if you're ready with your pen and paper, just let me know, and you divide your paper into these 10 boxes quickly and label them with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, Z. So you have to just quickly divide or make your paper into 10 small boxes, because you have to fill in these boxes quickly in 90 seconds something, right? I hope you're following, because I'm not getting any responses from anybody either through chat or in orally. If you're ready, just unmute your audio and let me know yes or no. Otherwise, I will ask randomly by calling the names of the students.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your 30 seconds are over. Who is speaking? You don't want any gifts?
We are ready, sir.
That's good. That's good.
Ready, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Hope everybody is ready. Let me thank you. Thank you, everybody who is. Yes, your time starts now. So here there are 15 instructions. Follow the instructions and fill in that box. I am giving you 2 minutes or 90 seconds. Those who will finish first will have interesting prize. Can you see all the 15 instructions?
No, sir. Only 14 are visible.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Don't waste time. I'll give you 15. Now, is that visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. You have 90 seconds or just 1 minute. Tell me if somebody finished.
Sir, in 15th instruction, there is two only instructions 1, 2, and 3.
I just tell me if somebody finished. I just asked you who has finished.
I
Yeah,
finished, sir.
that's good.
Thank you, sir.
Anand, Chandrika, Deepti,
Completed, sir.
Prema, Meghna. So you have finished, right? And who else are still doing? Just quickly tell me who is still doing. Who have drawn the boxes? I mean the cats, and who has written names and all. Yeah, what is the point here? Tell me, someone. What's actually? I request those who are filling in the boxes and drawing some lines, drawing cats. Just better stop all your calculations. That's enough, right? So, what is the point here? The first one is about to read all instructions 1 to 15 before starting to write the test. Have you read the instructions? Have you read? Have you all read the instructions? Right?
Yes, sir.
yeah, not everybody, because some of you might have started filling in the boxes, and once you read the last instruction, it says only do only instructions 1, 2, and 3. So this is a best example that how we take the questions in the examinations without reading proper instruction, following instructions. Right? This is a test that your readable capacity and comprehension capacity, I mean understanding capacity, right? This is also test that your logical brain. So I regret those who have been drawn all these boxes, fill in that boxes. However, don't worry. Yeah, that's I have noticed 5 or 6 first students, and you will get prizes. Don't worry. Thank you once again. Let's move to the actual objectives of this session. Right. So these are your takeaways of the day, and surely you will get an idea on the basic difficulty in writing with more clarity, simplicity, and correctly. Right. So because my session won't be too difficult, I'm telling you, this will be completely student friendly session. I just want to teach you theories. I just don't want to teach you, all this basic theoretical rules and regulation stuff. I just surely in 1 hour I just want to give you, at least a general awareness about writing, or a basic awareness about writing, small techniques, and I'm sure you will take away something of at the end of the session. So that's one thing. You will avoid your basic difficulty in writing, and you will identify the different purposes and strategies of writing. That's for sure, because you may not know the different purposes of writing except writing for the examinations and texting in the WhatsApp and Facebook and this Instagram and all. That may be the purpose of writing. Remember, texting is not writing. Don't get confused with your mobile use, right? You can say that, so we have been texting every day, that is also writing, and we follow the certain rules and regulations, I mean grammatical rules in the mobile messaging and right WhatsApp texting. That is not at all writing. Just avoid that idea or opinion. And there are some strategies to write, but there are many strategies, but I just want to give you 4 or 5 in the end, because you are just students of an engineering and you need writing skills just to pass the exam and get the job. So, and once you get the job, and you will learn everything automatically, since you will be working for some company that will give you complete knowledge on writing. So, and also will be focusing more on intentional and unintentional, conscious and unconscious, right, errors in writing that we commit every day in in our regular classroom, right? Maybe some project work, maybe in writing examinations, or some small unit tests, or some assignments in the classroom. So there are plenty of errors. See, this is meant for writing. However, there is much connection in to the speaking also. These errors might happen in the writing as well as speaking. So that's the third takeaway of this session. So I just put only 3 takeaways. You will know the basic difficulty in writing, and also know the purpose and strategies of good writing, and the basic, right, conscious unconscious errors that we commit in writing. So right. So there somebody told, right, writing is the raising of the voice. Sorry, painting of the voice. So whatever you think, right, it will be vomited on paper. I am just telling in exaggeration way. It's vomited, not simply you will write in on paper. There are plenty of examples, right? You know probably that in your SSC or intermediate, both friends have same knowledge, and both have taken the exam like intermediate and one particular subject, right? But that fellow has passed with 70 or 85 marks, but you just got 60 marks or 65 marks. Probably you might be scratching your head to know the reason why he got 85 marks and why you got only 65 marks. There are these kind of things happening every day in your daily life. When you compare your friends, just you can't, you got 60 65. It's just because you didn't paint properly, you didn't paint the answer sheet properly, just you didn't think, right? So what you represent on the white paper in the form of answers is not simply what you by hearted and not simply vomited on the paper. It's all about how you think and how you chosen the words and how you frame the sentences and how you drafted the paragraphs. So these are called mechanics of writing, and these mechanics of writing are very simple. That's why you have to paint properly. That means you have to think properly and put it on the paper. Yeah, there is ironical way of saying in the entire engineering community. So writes like an engineer. So which means this is on the other way, right? Nobody would like to say and would like to write like an engineer, which means that's how the engineers write English, right? You know properly how your engineering faculty members will use the use English language, and how your English faculty will use English language in the classroom, and you know how your English subject while working on English subject how you write English, or and also when you're working on technical subjects how you write English. There is clear difference both in from teacher side and student side. So that's why there is a very bad saying in the world that never write like an engineer, right? I'm not blaming any engineers here. It's just an ironical comical way of, because because of reasons this phrase is said. Because engineers don't need English basically. They never care English because they are very good at technical skills. They are very good at their core subjects, core skills, and for them English is just a medium. They just use English language just to present their technical skills and ideas. That's the medium of language for them. So that's why they never bother about improving their writing skills. They bother about improving their technical skills. That's why. So ironically, people will speak that writing, no, don't write like an engineer, because it doesn't mean that engineer is a bad writer, bad English writing skills, have bad English writing skills. They, because they don't care. But for you, being students of engineering, till you pass the course, I mean program of BTech, you have to be good at writing skills. You are not engineer until you get BTech degree. So that's why I'm talking about engineers, but not the student engineers. So since you are at the phase of student, you should be good at every writing aspect, right? And that's why don't be like an engineer right now. Just be like a student and learn certain basics of language writing skills. That will seriously help you. So I just want to go with the three questions basically. I keep on focusing the simplicity and simpleness of presenting something, because I stick to the very basics in this session, because I don't like to teach you many things at a time. I just want to teach you what you actually needed. I just customized and personalized this presentation with a very simple questions like why, what, and how. Why writing skills are needed to you, and what actually the writing skill or skills mean, and how you will improve your writing skills. So keeping in mind these three questions, uh, I just wanted to provide an awareness today with these three questions. The first one is I just want to start with what are writing skills in English. This question might be just scratching your head, and since beginning why this fellow has taken this session today and teaching all this lion and nonsense, because many faculty might have posed this question themselves, like what actually these writing skills in English are. So the writing skills in English are plenty, right? Probably you may not aware of that in your daily life. Almost every minute you will be writing something and reading something and listening something and speaking something. But this writing skill is a tougher skill because it's a passive skill, since it is a most neglected skills, and it requires more thinking power and more rules and regulations to put it. So we required, and we just felt feel bored of this, since we are not very good at maintaining all these mechanics of writing. If it is speaking, it's just off the hat. Everybody will speak because nobody will judge you whether you have spoken incorrect English or correct English. If it is a written English, there is an evidence on the paper, right? If you write an assignment, invigilator or maybe the examiner or your teacher will read it and assess it. If it is speaking, no, on the air, simply it will go off. That's why what are writing skills and why these writing skills are important to you. Basically, these two questions I just wanted to answer in this session. And finally, there are n number of ways to improve writing skills. People, you are very much aware of by this aware of these improvement techniques by now. Still, I just want to give a very simple techniques. So, and what are good writing strategies? There are plenty of good writing strategies you can see in it. So that's what the objective of this. So you just think aloud on these questions, very basic questions on writing skills, and you have to ask yourself, right? All you do is to ask. Just question yourself. All this you will get. Let's see the what portion now. What exactly these writing skills are. So here are the very limited writing skills I provided here. There are many writing skills and purposes. You can see during your student tenure, once you become an employee, once you become senior employee, once you become a retired employee, right? So once you got a promotion, you have to improve your writing skills based on your purposes and requirements. There is no option, guys. Just listen to me. I'm seriously telling everyone, you can't get away with these writing skills in your entire life. It's highly impossible to get away unless you stop education, unless you quit the idea of studying engineering and quit the idea of working somewhere. So those who want to work somewhere, those who want to get a good job and good position, and you should be thorough with all these purposes of writing, right? Start from the left top. You can see the very basic writing skills that you require during the student stage, right? At this stage, you must be good at the basics like grammar in the sense everything, all the rules, punctuation, spelling, vocabulary, and presenting it clearly, bravely, and engaging with the writing to and communicating, proofreading, and revising. Like that, there are purposes for business sake. There are most important thing once you get a job is to draft the emails. You have to draft the emails carefully because you will be working in a software company or any. Now even don't think that government jobs don't require these kind of emails. Everywhere communication is going or happening through email system only. That's why you should know the types of emails and how to draft a better email, clear and precise email, and maintaining the consistency. And media writing, if you want to work in a press or social media or any news channel or anywhere to send something, you should know the jargon and the appropriate vocabulary and the format of writing for media. And professional writing skills, this is also very important to you. And college writing skills, particularly the academic writing skills, how to draft a project work and how to draft an assignment, write a mini project work and major project work and the publication, student publication, right? And how to narrate something, and even how to do some stage report. So everything, and report writing is also the one of the most important things for you at this stage. And social media writing, you have to work on your technical subjects by analyzing something, planning, right, providing feedback and reviewing, right, preparing the document. This is all technical writing skills that you require in your daily engineering life. And creative writing is something quite very interesting for your personal life, pleasures, like writing your short stories, novels, right, and some themes like plot and creating characters. So it's all completely creative side of writing. This is beautiful, thing that you have to work in your off time if you are much interested in, if you are very good at writing, right? Because people who have interested to read some more, they may have they'll get the creative ideas, and for creative ideas you require some creative writing techniques to put it on paper. So this happens in the case of all the authors, book authors, and those who are working on writing. creative writing. And the blogs, people mostly nowadays are working on blogs. These blogs are probably now getting outdated. However, after this mobile phone entry, these blogs have become outdated, and still there is much to learn as a blog writer, because you need some basic technical knowledge, and you should grab the attention of the readers within a short opinion, or a research review, or anything that you would like to present in the blog. That requires also require writing skills. And proposal for project work, if you have an idea that you just want to invent this and that, and you should know how to draft a proposal, right, and how to develop all these organizing the ideas and presenting with the proper communicative techniques, right. So last one is the presentation writing. You know how to make PPT, that is also part of writing. And creative way of writing, and particularly the public speaking, when you want to be a presenter, good presenter, in terms of selling something. So these are one set of very interesting purposes of writing in all the stages of life. I don't think all this will be applicable to every student, but based on your objectives, based on your ambitions, if you choose any profession, and surely you require this type of techniques, right. And you have to work on any one of these writing activities, and you must engage yourself, since once you join your profession, and that will become your bread and butter, and you should write something. Otherwise, people in the company will see that he is a bad writer, right. He doesn't know how to draft an email. Which college you graduated from? That's how the third question will come. And once they start questioning the your graduated college, and in next question will be, who was your English teacher, right? Who was your English faculty? And English faculty has nothing to do in the engineering college. Since you are an engineer, you need not to be good at writing, but you should have a basic and minimum common sense and knowledge about writing. So don't bring those questions back to the campus where you spend 4 years happily, right? So when you are here, you just try to work on these activities, I mean writing skills, and be confident at workplace, and be confident in the classrooms or any meetings when you are good writing, when you have good writing skills. Look at the next question, guys. So the very next question is just simply to ask yourself why. I know there are plenty of writing skills on different contexts and different occasions, right, in different stages of life. But why should I? Why should I, right, learn? So you have to learn. You have to, improve your writing skills here, just to communicate your, information with someone very precisely, and with a perfect, right, or correctness and exactness, surety, sureness, and efficiency and accuracy. So these are little high abstract terms to you. However, it comes. I mean, these terms will get will come into a picture and the practical mode once you get a job. Even now, you are following all this, but you are at the student stage. You don't know what is precision, how to write a precise article, right? How to write a correct article or a paragraph or answer in the examination. How to give the exactness, right? This exactness is more important when you're working for attempting competitive examinations. I'm sure in your third year or fourth year, you have to attempt the placements where you should type 300 words of short essay as a part of the placement drive. There, exactness will come into a picture, precision will come into a picture, and the correctness, because software itself will assess your 300 words on a topic, right? And sureness, you have to guarantee yourself that okay, this is right, this is what I have thought, and this is what I have put on paper or on screen. So efficiency means the appropriate use of vocabulary, right? And the correctness will give the confidence to your efficiency. And accuracy is, right, exactness, more or similar, but you have to be careful. Exactness is here means how much required, and accuracy is perfect. How perfectly I drafted a sentence, how perfectly I use the vocabulary to draft a sentence. So these are all internal, invisible, abstract ideas that everybody will follow in writing skill. However, no need to mention and remember these names. Only thing is you have to assess, right? Understand the question and provide the appropriate wordings or the sentences or paragraphs by following all this. And the second reason why we have to use this, need this writing skills is for your workplaces, right? Not only to communicate your information and message, but also to be confident at your workplaces. When you will be very confident at your workplace, when you are good at writing skills, when you are good at speaking skills. Remember, these are the only two things that will decide at your multinational MNCs or any multicultural workplaces in the metro cities, where the foreign employees and Indian South, North, East, West employees will work together. You will come to know n number of expressions, n number of vocabulary, n number of ideas, right? So you are very good from Hindupur Bit College with a solid core skills, but you don't know how to present it to your boss or the team lead or a project lead. But that will be very bad. People will see, and I remember you immediately. Oh, he has very good ideas, but the problem with the language, problem with the communication. You neither present it through Hindi, more in Hindi you can't, nor English. So though you know English, you don't know how to present it confidently. That's why there are many uses and observations that were made in the at the workplaces, because at every stage, you have to work on improving your writing skills, like drafting perfect letters, emails, and some circulars like announcing, and some observations, right? If you are given an assignment like to go to this site and get your observations, you should put on paper and present it to your team lead, and recording everything, right? And providing reports and also statements, documenting everything. So these are out and out workplace communication. Workplace communication is quite evident in writing, right? Ask your seniors, ask your parents, ask everybody that what actually going on in software company or any government, private, or any sector. It's just because either you have to read more or you have to write more. Nobody will see whether you speak correct English, right, or a bad English, or incorrect English, or nonsense. So nobody will record and observe you unless you yourself will assess. But when you want to write something, when you want to put on paper, surely you have to be good at all this at workplaces. So in short, why we need writing skills is, one is to communicate, and one is to communicate at workplaces. Successful communication at workplaces, not simply communication with everyone, but also majorly at workplaces. This is why we need writing skills, guys. Hope you got the point. Now, look at some other very interesting, beyond your stage. There are a couple of things to know about writing skills for life, not for workplace, not simply to share the information, but also for your life. And there are people, maybe once you just got retired, or once you get everything settled at the job place, you will develop certain habits like good reading, right? You can see the CEO of Google and major CEOs of the best companies in the world will be all good readers. At one stage they want to improve more, either their thinking skills or their writing skills. Only two. You can see any employee who retired from a best position from the government in the central or state, they will write a book. Immediately they will write a book, because they might have read and observed a lot. Writing a book is not easy. You must be a good reader. So writing is used in many areas of our lives, like to become a very good reader, and to get essential job skills, right? As I told you, you should write a short essay, and you should also answer to a couple of questions, and you should prepare your resume for your job application, right? And you should also prepare a draft of your project proposal, and everything is connected to your writing skills. So you will be a good competitor if you have a very good writing skills. And it will also make you to be a very intelligent people who will judge you to your application or your resume, or who will shortlist your resume for the job purpose just because your writing skills were good at the resume. Since you prepared a very good resume, you will be having more edge and chances to be in the selected list. So that's why there is a chance to judge based on your intelligence and also to your writing skills. And there is also need a communication and thinking skills. As I told, both are interconnected. You can use this to communicate as well as to improve your thinking and to explain more and refine your ideas. I don't think in the entire participants today, you may not have the habit of writing every day at least single paragraph when you wake up from the bed. So from your bed. So this is what, and this is how you have to improve. Better start writing every day at least short paragraph. You need not to take a topic, just simply write something every day, or morning or in the before bed and after bed. So that will make you to refine your own ideas, right? That's how the writing a diary was an old habit. Now you either type on the laptop or in the mobile or put in a book or somewhere, but that will surely improve your thinking skills and also the ability to explain and refine your own ideas. So you can also preserve those writings in the form of memories. You can see there are interesting people who are very successful in those in the present generation, are all good writers because they have stored their memories, ideas in a particular book, because they maintain the habit of writing every day in their daily life. So that's how it happened. And it also allows you to understand your lives. That's for sure. It will allow you to understand yourself, what is going on. If you revise your own writings, it tells you how I was 10 years before, how I was 5 years before, and now I'm how I'm now. And at last, it will entertain you surely. That's the reason why we are reading some comic short stories and comic books, and all your Facebook and WhatsApp texts are the pictures and messages. Surely that is part of writing only. Yeah, that is why we needed. Let's get into the actual practical difficulties, and as I told you, hard realities and unknown realities. I think I have time, sir. It's 11:35. I can extend, right? Um, I would like to ask the administrator, so I can extend it, right? Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Because it's 11:30 as per your time. Since we delayed 20 minutes, I just want to use those 20 minutes now. Yeah, thank you very much once again, everyone. I think you are not sleeping because these slides won't let you sleep. See, this is a common thing that people don't know whether they are mistaking something in while speaking and writing, and there is a confusion too. Like, just this confusion is just because we are second language, non-native speakers, because this language is not our language. However, it is a world language, we required it. So it is our job and duty to avoid confusion, get clarity through different modes. So my dear friends, you just be conscious of what you're writing and what you're speaking. Better try to assess on the spot all your ideas. All the errors that I'm going to show you right now are highly accepted in the Indian context. We never thought that they are mistakes. We never imagined that there are mistakes in our daily life. However, they are actually mistakes since from the native speaker's angle, right? If you speak English as English, they are mistakes. So let's cut them out, right? Look at the first word, right? All these, I am going to show you 25 words. They're all incorrectly correct, right? Damn sure I can confidently say that nobody will identify that these are errors while speaking and even while writing. However, they're actually errors. Look at this, how we use the term absolutely, right? Yeah, absolutely certain and absolutely sure. It's absolutely essential. Both are actually same, right? Both certain sure essential are actually guaranteed by nature and are basically absolute. So should not use both at a time. Absolutely is enough, and you should not use the certain sure essential guaranteed in the same sentence because it provides the same meaning. So we call them English, not English. Yes, we use only in India such expressions. Look at another one like this. This is like an added bonus to or money or thing. This is a common regular use that is added bonus. No need to use bonus. Added itself is actually a bonus, right? So you can see the example of bonus is an extra feature. So added is redundant. Redundant means repetition. So it is all repeated terms. We don't know. And alternative choice. This is very frequently we'll be using in speaking and writing. I don't have any alternative choice in that regard. Right. So that's why I have taken that decision. Yeah, that time I don't have any alternative. That's enough. Don't use choice because both are same. Yeah, this is a very common mistake that we commit in our regular conversation, like advance booking, advance reservation, advance warning, advance planning, right? Because planning itself is bit advanced, right? Plan it means it's future, right? It is future means little advance, right? So be careful, and people will say, my father has bald head, my uncle has bald head. He is a bald headed person. Oh, so be careful. No bald head. It's only bald. Bald is enough, and that means lacking hair on the head. So lacking hair on the head. Don't repeat both bald and head. Careful, and these very frequent mistake like basic necessities, right? I'm sure most of us, I'm including me also, because in India it's common. We will be using, please excuse me if I use these mistakes in my presentation and conversation, so that uh, because we are in India, so don't use basic necessities, basic fundamentals, basic essentials. There are many occasions in the government offices and everywhere these errors are openly being used just because they are not aware of the actual English, right? Or we are not aware of the actual English. And bouquet, right? So in most of the reports says it even says a bouquet of flowers, right? It's not bouquet of flowers. Bouquet itself means bunch of flowers. And yeah, brief summary, brief moment. Very careful. Brief itself is enough, or summary itself is enough, which is by definition brief. Right? Both are same. And circulate around. Right? You will be using the circulate among, circulate around. Please avoid using this. Circulate means just move about freely through a closed system or area. Just send it to everywhere. Circulate in the sense send it to everywhere. Don't say circulate to everyone, circulate among the staff, circulate among the students, circulate around the college. So this is ridiculous and the kind of repetition. Yes, close scrutiny and close proximity. This is proximity means here the location or the distance between two people or two location places. So proximity itself gives something closeness, or right, the proximity between me and my friend and I is very less. You can't say we were in close proximity. We were in very, see both, let us imagine there are two girlfriend lovers, and they can say that once they departed, when they divided their relationship, so they can say, oh, we had a very close proximity during our love. When we were in love, we were in a very close proximity. That's nonsense. Proximity itself is something which is close. And close study, people will say close study, right? Instead they say scrutiny. So don't say close scrutiny, use either close study or simply scrutiny. And confused state, this is also a very common frequently used word. So I'm in confused state of mind, right? So that time I couldn't decide anything. I was fully in confused state. So be careful. Confused itself is is a mental state where one cannot think clearly. So that's a dilemma that you maintain yourself mentally. Better use only one. And completely surrounded, completely filled, completely destroyed, completely finished, and opposite. So these are completely redundant, repetitional words. Next, so that's why be careful. Don't use this completely itself is means gives the entire meaning. And people will say present trend, current trend is this, current trend is texting messages, current trend is online teaching, current trend is webinars. So that is not the right word. Better use only trend. Trend refers to current in general course of tendency, because trend itself is something new, phenomena that come out with the entire from the entire public or any system. So different kinds. This is also very common basic mistake that we commit. So kinds refers to variety or type. So which means they are already different in inside. So don't use the repetition like different. Both are same in meaning. And yeah, during the course of time, people will say that, oh, during the course of time, during my PG, during my BTech, during my, so that's repetition. Better be careful. During means and throughout the duration of, during my BTech, right? You can say during my BTech, that, but don't say during the course of my BTech program. So that's complete repetition. And emergency situation, right? Yeah. This is all. There is an emergency situation in the entire world now due to this COVID, right? So this is a common tongue flaw that we commit. Emergency is something like unexpected situation that came or happened in the world or in the life of someone. So better use only emergency. And empty space. We use this term very frequently. There is space. Space means something gap that we have are available, which is freely, right? So don't use empty space. So it's again a complete repetition. And equal to one another. Be careful. Equal is nothing but there are someone next, right? So you are comparing and you are saying that both are equal. Don't say equal to one another, each other. So that's ridiculous and repetition. And fellow classmates, I will say he was my classmate. That's fine, but don't say he was my fellow classmate. You can say either he was my fellow or he was my classmate, right? Simply don't use both fellow and classmate. And people will very commonly use fee win number, right? There are one five participants now, because participants are listening to me now, and few in number are sleeping. So better be careful. Few means something which is small in number. We need not to use a modifier again. And final outcome. So what is the final outcome? Initial objective. So these are all repetitions. Better be careful. And the last one is first and foremost. People will say first of all, I would like to uh, do this and do that. First and foremost thing is this and that. Don't repeat. Either use first or foremost. Simple, right? And future plans. Normally, parents will ask, "Hey, what are your future plans?" That's ridiculous. It's not future plan. It's what are your plan. Plan means something which is very advanced and thinking and about the future. So that's why don't repeat. And the free gift also, people will simply say, I got a free gift. All these multinational companies and shops will say that you have a free gift. You have a gift itself is free, man. Don't use free again. So careful. And I think this is also a very common writing mistake, that I collaborated with someone is fine, but we collaborated together is blender. Be careful. We join together in the meeting, right? It is merged together and we combine together, we fuse together. This is rubbish. Better be careful. Use only together or simply as a collaborative or merged. We merged. That's it. Don't use again each other. Right? There is a chance of using another phrase here like each other. Be careful. And commute back and forth. You know that, right? Commute. There is no commutation to Tamil Nadu and Andhra now. So which means to and fro. So you can also use shuttle. There is no, I'm not shuttling between Tamil Nadu and Andhra now, which means to and fro, right? Carefully choose the word. Commute means back and forth. Don't use commute back and forth, right? And full satisfaction. This is a very common way of saying that I'm fully satisfied today. Satisfaction itself means you're fully, your desires were fulfilled completely. So be careful, don't use full here, just simply use satisfaction. Yes, guys, and look at some sentence level. Just now I have given you some word and phrase level mistakes. Now look at the sentence level mistakes here. We normally speak like I'm having 4 brothers and 3 sisters. So it means, are you eating your brothers and sisters? Yeah, that meaning gives that you're eating on your own brothers and sisters. Better be careful. Don't use that, this having, very, very dangerous Indian phrase. Only Indians will use more having than any person in the world. Will say, I'm having class now. I'm having phone now. I'm having this laptop. I'm having this and I'm having that. That means you're all eating those objects, right? So having is such a phrase and word or a gerund certain times that we use normally to say that something you possess, something you have, something you are owned. And the second meaning is something you are eating and taking inside through your body as a part of the food taking process in the morning and afternoon or evening, right? I'm having food, right? I just want to have a glass of water, right? It's not like to tell the number of family members. So better be careful. You have 4 brothers and 3 sisters, which means you are owned by, or they are of yours. So it tells the ownership and possession. And look at the second incorrect. Does she has a car, right? So be careful. You here the has is a main verb, and you don't say that it's, since she is a singular, you have to use has. That's pretty wrong phrase, right? So here has is the main verb, again representing the possession, again representing the ownership. Does she have a car, right? Does she have a car means, is she owned by a car? Is she has she does she has her own car is a completely wrong phrase use, because there are one does and have. So here 2 auxiliary verbs, does and have. Does is started with the yes or no question, so it is auxiliary, and have is a main verb here, not. And look at the third one is something which is very common in oral conversation. We say that only. She is very arrogant, right? This is bathroom English. People will speak in the canteen, right? So be careful. That's not the actual English. That only. Yeah, somebody is sharing the screen, please. Yes, thanks for the break. And yeah, that only, she is very arrogant. So that only here means, I was about to say that I am accepting your opinion. I agree you. That's the intention. See how many meanings for that only. So, but it's a bad. You can say that's what. That was what I said. That is what I said. Right? I told you, right? This is how you can convert the example. I told you, right? I told you there will be heavy rain today. So I told you, right, this there is a medicine for COVID. I told you, right, she is very arrogant. So can you see PPT now? I think somebody disturbed the screen. Should I share it again? I think you didn't see this PPT, right? Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Sir, tell me whether can you is it visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Is PPT visible, sir?
No, sir.
No, right? I'm sorry. I think now it will be visible.
Yes, sir.
Somebody has. Yeah, we have a very few more slides, please. Just bear with me for 10 more minutes. I think I'm taking your time. Yeah. Yeah, sir. Sahil, sir, is it visible now? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So be careful when you're saying that only. And the next one is I can't cope up with their pressure. In the workplace environment, you say, "Arey, there was so much pressure, I cannot cope with them." Sorry, I will say I cannot cope up with them. So that's a wrong phrase. Don't use cope up. Don't go up. Just cope, right? Coordinate, right? Frequency is not matching with my colleagues and mine and I is the exact meaning of that. So I'm unable to coordinate with my colleagues. So that would be the intention of saying using the term cope. Simply cope with, not cope up. And the next one is what is the time in your watch, right? I have selected only a few repeated things. There are n number of things that I missed. Basically, I just don't want to discuss all those. So I will give you the links in the end, so you can refer all those. Right? Yeah. What is the how is the way of time? I mean, asking time others will simply say what is the time in your watch. That's not in your watch because that's a machine. It is by your watch, right? Because there are two watches, there may be plenty of watches, the time might be different. That's why how much time is your watch showing now is the actual meaning of asking. You can say that, yeah, you can ask that what's the time by your watch now, right? So that's how you have to ask carefully. And look at this interesting thing, you will get a hard slap if I see you here and there again. This is an every faculty will scold students in the campus, right, who are just roaming here and there. That's why I just kept this. So don't use the term here and there, please. Instead use around everybody, right? Oh, that fellow will be roaming here and there every day. He is not coming to the classes. He'll be roaming in the road on the roads here and there every time. So better be careful. It is just always you will get a tight slap if I see you around again. So replace here and there with again around. And look at another interesting thing like the South people. All this is all for Southerns. This is a typical South Indian way of using the term like seems. I'm sure, confident that nobody will use the term seems in the world than South Indians, particularly this AP, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and these people. Because I don't know, we are translating our mother tongue and using the English term like seems. Be careful, it's not wrong, but it is a repetition. It is not so good to listen and read. So don't use the term. It seems she's unwell, right? It seems they have paid the bill. Oh, they have paid the bill. It seems you will keep the term. It seems either before and after the actual sentence, and it seems they are having an affair. So see this again. Having is again having is used misused here. So instead, you can use the term looks. Like looks like she is unwell today. Apparently, replace seems and look using apparently. Apparently, they are having an affair. Yeah, everybody knows that's an apparent. Apparently, they are having or they have an affair. I guess they have paid the bill. See, three different words can be used instead seems. Right? Please don't addict to use the term seems. Better try for a new term like look, apparent, and guess. That's one thing that we have to revise our written and spoken communication. And the last practical difficulties that is, let's look at these common mistakes that we commit. I just gave an exam. You people mostly will be saying that, oh, I have written an exam today which was very badly. And you can say I just gave an exam. Instead, don't give exam. It's like giving your exam to someone else. Are you giving the exam to someone else? That's nonsense, right? So better say that I took an exam because somebody conducted the exam to you and you have taken the exam, which means you are not taking by hands, you have written the exam and came. So, and the next one is this is very common. I passed out last year. People will say I passed out last year. What is your passed out batch? When did you pass out? That's really not actual English. This is Indian English. So pass out means you just left the entire. So be careful. You can see when did you graduate, right? And where did you graduate from? You replace the term pass out instead with the graduation. And I live here only. I work here only. This again problem with the here only, and it is only is nonsense and not required basically, right? I live here. It itself is giving the meaning, right? So be careful. I live here is fine. I work here is also fine. Or I only live here. Better if you want to stress more on the location and the place where you are living and to remind them indirectly, you can say that you can put that only in the before of the verb. So I only live here. I only work here. That's better. Don't say I live only here. I live here only, and don't put in the end. That will change the meaning. And another common mistake is me and my friends went for a dinner, right? Here, me means mine. Don't be mistaken with me because this is a common expression and common mistake. Only English faculty might well aware of this. Here, me means mine. So when you are saying mine, you should not use the objective case in the beginning of the sentence. You should use I and my friends went out for a dinner, right? Not me. You can if you want to go with the exact sentence, you can say my friends and I, because the speaker should always come in the end, not in the beginning, right? My friends and I went out for dinner, so not mine. And the common other way of saying is every parent will say I have 19 years old girl, I have 20 years old boy. That's okay. What's wrong with your sentence, right? That's totally a wrong, incorrect way of saying. You should say I am a 19-year-old boy. When you are introducing yourself, you can say I am a 19-year-old boy, not 19 years old boy. You should use an article as well as, and you can also say this I am 19 years old, because you know which gender. I mean, speaker might know which gender. You should not repeat that you are a boy and a girl, right? So when you are speaking to me, you can identify my gender, right, through my voice. So better avoid using that gender thing in the end. Yeah, that's the practical difficulties or no hard realities that we. So I just wanted to give you a small task for tomorrow, everybody. Now we have seen word level mistakes and sentence level mistakes. Now look at the paragraph level mistake. But this is for your classwork tomorrow. In the beginning of the session, I would like to discuss this paragraph level errors. Once you work on this, right, I'm going to give you a small letter. So take this letter. You can take screenshots. Otherwise, I'll send to your administrators. They will share with you, and try to identify, right, 13 mistakes in this, right? I am telling you the figure. At least if you identify 10 mistakes, it would be fine that you are a good writers and good having a good command over English grammar. These are very simple mistakes given in this letter. So if you read this letter, it looks very good. It looks very good and comfortable, except one or two. But identify more than 10 mistakes. That would be appreciable to all of you. All right, and the last slide before I wind up, guys, believe me, there are no good methods and bad methods, and there are no great methods to improve your writing skills. But this is only for students, those in the undergraduate level, who are in the undergraduate level. If you want to seriously improve your writing skills in English language, you better expand and better improve your vocabulary, right? And 2000 words or 3000 words are enough to be a very great English speaker in the entire world. I just want to give you another task today. If you go home, I mean, go back to home, take the same white sheet or two or three white sheets, and just start writing the words you are aware of are known in English. Just any word, 2 letter, 3 letter, 4 letter, 6 letter words. Just simply write all the English words that you know, and see the list will go more than 1,000. right? Which means you are very good at you are very good at using 1,000 words of English, but you are aware of that, but how many words are you using every day in your daily conversation matters. We are not using more than 20, 30, 40 words every day to express ourselves, right? Though we are 700 and 1,000 words and its meanings are well aware, but we are not putting it in the sentence or on the paper to express something, describe something, narrate something, present it. That's a big drawback at the student stage among our things. So that's why be careful. You can improve your vocabulary by checking, assessing yourself how many words you have you are holding it. I'm sure try once anybody to today. Just take white sheets and write all the words. It will cross 1,000. If you learn 1,000 more or 500 more, 1,500 to 2,000 words are very much enough to rule the entire world with English language communication. Believe me, I guarantee. And the second one is just master English spelling, because this is the biggest drawback in this generation 2000 and kids took these kids, because this texting and messaging has come into the picture, and this is everybody knows that how we are missing the spelling and all. So be careful. As long as you stick to the basics at the school age, right? How the teachers start the spellings, you will be good at writing. There is no other alternative, because even faculty, we are getting confusion when we are writing something on paper because of this texting, mobile phone. That's a very big drawback, and you must be very careful. And the third one is read regularly. I don't think I am not a right person to suggest you read regularly, because this is a very, very passive and difficult task in the entire student life. Because if you have the habit of reading, you can crack IAS and IPS. That's a tough job. Reading and writing is a tough job, just because we are occupied with so many other nonsense things, right? Believe me, guys, I'm telling you another fact. There is no competition. Yesterday, the IAS IPS results have come. IAS IPS results have come. There were 893 aspirants got the positions. There is no competition. After 5 years or 10 years, there will not be any competition to these civil service positions, because current youth are completely damaged with these smartphones and other things, and they are losing patience in reading and writing. And those who will maintain reading and writing, and those whose parents will train their kids in reading and writing, will surely get the government jobs and any civil service and UPSC exams, just because of these two habits. So if imagine after 5 years you will have zero competition for all the best services, because most of the students will be diluting and getting away from this reading and writing habits. So that's why just keep in mind that if you want to be in a good position, and you can just enjoy reading and writing, that will save your life and give you a nice government or private job. And finally, improving your grammar. And this improvement is just I didn't say that what type of grammar is required. Everything. Don't go for the rules like subject, verb, object, and this and that, and that's ridiculous. And don't go for theories and structures and all. Just listen or read. That itself give you the rules of the grammar, right? And that will help you to just how to frame a sentence, how to frame a meaningful sentence, and everything. And if you have any doubts with regard to the grammar, you can cross check with your faculty members or your friends, or many mobile applications in your smartphone now, n number of applications. You just practice any one or two applications continuously, you will refine your grammar surely, because there are innovative ways of improving your grammar through mobile applications now. You can just search in your Play Store or iOS, Apple Store. That will surely give you better. And the last one is, it's up to you. Just do it. There is no other alternate. You can just do it, and you will surely get whatever and achieve whatever you would like to achieve. That's it. that is writing skills. So you can master your writing skills by following this very, very simple technique. Because I'm not going to tell you the very big, high level strategies, just your students, right? So that is what. And finally, this writing skill will surely kiss you and surely will become close to you, right? You will become a friend with the writing skills once you master all those things, right? I showed you the initial slide, which was just putting your head inside the lion. Now you can, if you get master in your writing skills, everything will be your friend. That may be a job, that may be your dream job, whatever the ambition and goal you have. So that will become your friend once you good at and practice it. Just do it, right? So I just want to thank everyone, those who attended today, and also thank the organizers for giving this opportunity. I think I made some sense to everybody on writing skills. So if I'm just opening this to everyone, if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. If I can give a couple of seconds for you. Thank you very much once again. I'm just Sir Syed sir, or uh, I'm handing over the session to you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful presentation. Indeed, it was very informative and constructive. I hope all the participants might have learned something today. The kind of knowledge which we have shared, the kind of intricacies which we have taken us to in depth of the subject.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It will be definitely fruitful to all these participants, and tomorrow, hopefully, they will come with more constructive ideas for people to learn something, whatever the homework which you have given to them. I thank all the participants for your time and patience, for sitting so calmly without disturbing. Okay, perhaps you might have enjoyed the sessions wholeheartedly, with more constructive ideas and some more strategies to improve your speaking skills tomorrow. We request you all to join us at the same time. Thank you, one and all. And before we wind up the session, I request all the participants to give their feedback. The feedback form has already been shared in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you all. Thank you very much, sir.
I can leave the meeting, right?
Yes, yes, sure. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much once again. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Sir, send me the feedback form. Please share the feedback form in chat box.
Babaja, kindly send the feedback form. Okay.
Sir, 1 second. Once again, you can send now. So please. Thank you, sir.
Sir? Okay, sir.
సార్ కాల్ చేశాను సార్ అందరూ
Hello,
Hello.
sir. What is the program, sir?
Yes, close, close.
కామేష్ సార్
Sir.
బాగున్నారా సార్?
Sir, బాగున్నా.
బాగున్నాం సార్. బాగుంది సార్. మన నైస్ టిప్స్ నిజంగా చాలా యూజ్ఫుల్ సార్.
సార్ బాగా చేశారు.
అవును సార్. సార్ అదే నేను రిమూవ్ చేసేస్తాను. ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. సరేనా.